And now I will address the arguments presented in the MG by the affirmative. The affirmative takes the position that since there's already fraud, then we should switch to online voting, and it would be seamless because in the past we've dealt with fraud, and we were able to put a lid on it. And then they also said that the FEC is worthless and that our intelligence agencies would pick up the slack for this. This is problematic and wouldn't work because if the FEC is worthless, like the affirmative wants us to believe, then why would we stress them with trying to develop and implement an online system in a year? In addition, their budget isn't suited to take on a task like this, which would lead to more employees leaving because of stress, which would leave our voting system entirely in peril and vulnerable to outside terrorist attacks. And in addition, there wouldn't even be a secure system strong enough or a technological system that would be secure enough to ensure that every American's vote counted. I mean, we've had Facebook hacks, we've had Insta hacks, I've had my bank account hacked so many different times. And if our government agencies that are well funded aren't able to stop these attacks, why wouldn't we have additional attacks when there's even more at stake? The direction of our country is at stake. Our democracy would be at stake. And at the heart of every American is this innate need and want to secure our democracy. And so the MG had also stated that that senators who are older wouldn't be a part of picking the security company and all these different aspects that would make up a secure system. And because they're older, they would rather not be able to go out to vote, but vote online. And this is problematic because if these same senators that are too old to understand how to vote online should not be in charge of developing the system that would have us voting online. That means that these senators and Congress members and FCC board members, FEC board members would lack the understanding about security companies to make an informed decision to protect Americans and our way of life. Because essentially, if our voting system is compromised so significantly that we can't have elected officials, democratically elected officials representing us, then our democracy and our society will crumble, and unrest will be the unrest that the affirmative fears will be a reality. And it wouldn't be just domestic, it would be from foreign entities. And then the affirmative also makes the argument that because of voting hours, certain political parties are trying to block voters from coming out to vote. And if were able to vote online, then this wouldn't be a problem. When now we have a bill that's been introduced to Congress to allow for voting or election day to be a legal paid holiday. If it's a legal paid holiday, then that puts more money into American pockets for spending and boosting our economy, which is the point. If we have no economy, that is when we'll have civil unrest. When you have groups of haves and have-nots, that clashes. So if we hurt our economy by not passing the bill to have election day as a holiday, let me backtrack. When the bill is passed for voting hours to be legally paid hours, work hours, for citizens, then we will be boosting our economy. If we cannot boost our economy and have Americans spending and securing businesses securing customers and as citizens consuming these items, then our economy would fail. If our economy fails, then we will have civil unrest, the civil unrest that the affirmative has so feared. And I will end my speech here.